And we welcome everyone back out here to Marv Owenberger Court inside the Winter Center here at the campus of Defiance College. You just watched the women's game and saw Lawrence Tech score a win over Defiance 68-53. Now we turn our attention to the men's teams as we wrap up this WAC doubleheader this evening. With Jim Bellaby, I'm Brady Roberts. Jim, tough loss for the DC women. Now the men get the chance here. A lot of the same storylines that we talked about in the pregame apply for this one as well. The Jackets trying to fight for a spot in the WAC tournament coming up here in about a month and a half, and you see them hanging out 2-7, just a half game behind Cleary for that 10th and final playoff spot, and a tough one. The men suffered against Cleary their last time out, falling 68-66, a game that they led with a minute to play, and things just fell apart at the end for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, it was a tough contest, a tough way to lose that game, and it's been just kind of one of those seasons for the Jackets where you watch the team, they play with poise and confidence, but it seems like they're just, they're facing really good competition. Let's be clear about that. The WAC is a really good basketball conference. A lot of these teams are seeing for the first time, but the bounces are not going their way in a lot of cases. And I think, that's, you see those 2-point losses. You see a lot of games that are kind of hanging in the balance in the latter part of the second half. They're just unable to pull those victories out. It's been a tough season for the Jackets, but like you said, a half game out of that playoff spot. There's no time like today to start making up for the tough road that you've had so far. You've seen these teams now. You have some familiarity, some comfort. You're on your home floor. Now's a good night to take a game against a 7-2 conference Lawrence Tech team and see if you can show them, what home court means in the WAC.
Yeah, that loss to Cleary snapped a 2-game winning streak for the Jackets as they won on the road at Concordia. Also defeated Miami Middletown for the second time this season. And to go with what Jim said, as you see the WAC standings there, both Indiana Tech and Cornerstone currently receiving votes in the NAIA national poll. So that tells you a little bit about the competition that the Jackets are going up against as you see the upcoming schedule for this Yellow Jacket men's team. So we're going to be right back here on Saturday, take on that Indiana Tech team that currently leads the WAC, and then we get a little bit of time off, 3 straight on the road. As you see, we're down to just 5 dates and 10 games remaining on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. And again, that UNOH game, January the 29th, that was originally scheduled to be at home, but they were undergoing some issues inside the garage. They had to flip dates. So that is why that game has now been an away game. And again, we show you Lawrence Tech, Indiana Tech, and then you see Siena Heights and Cornerstone before closing with Rochester. So some winnable games on that DC men's schedule. And again, just trying to get into that 10th spot is really the key for the Yellow Jackets. So 4 players in double digits last time out for Defiance, and 2 guys are really stepping up. A couple of freshman guys we expect to see play quite a bit tonight. That is Carter Sudoff and Evan Angsman.
Yeah, I think that with those 2 young bigs, they have all season kind of played bigger than their height and their stature. I think that you're going to continue to see the growth out of those 2 young players. They play with a lot of physicality, but they can also play with touch. It's a nice balance, and it's a great opportunity to set the table for future success for the Jackets too.
And we're going to go downstairs. We're going to turn things over to PA announcer Gene Sugg as he's got tonight's starting lineups.
The Carly Trainer Center for tonight's Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference basketball game between the visiting Lawrence Tech Blue Devils and your Defiance College Yellow Jackets. The starting lineup for the Lawrence Tech Blue Devils. At guard, a 6'3" senior from Wyndham, Australia, number 2, Aaron Goldie. At forward, a 6'7" senior from Edessa, Pella, Greece, number 8, Muslim Trutolo. At guard, a 5'9" senior from Akron, Ohio, number 10, Ginny Salomon. At guard, a 6-foot senior from Linden, Michigan, number 12, Blake Lund. And at forward, a 6'6" graduate student from Sacramento, California, number 21, Arash Jacoby. The Lawrence Tech Blue Devils are led by head coach Joshua Perkins, assisted by Joe Lightfoot and Dario Milojevic. And now the starting lineup for your Defiance College Yellow Jackets. At guard, a 6'2" freshman from Toledo, Ohio, number 4, Jalen Brown. At guard, a 5'10" freshman from Toledo, Ohio, number 5, Christian Burton. At guard, a 6'5" junior from Columbus, Ohio, number 15, Devontae Curry. At center, a 6'6" freshman from Spencerville, Ohio, number 22, Carter Sudoff. And at forward, a 6'7" freshman from St. Mary's, Ohio, number 24, Evan Hingston. The Yellow Jackets are led by head coach Josh Gibson, assisted by Reggie Gallant, Smith Snow, Will Garlock, and Nick Newland.
The starting lineups there for both squads. Lawrence Tech again comes in 9-7, 7-2 inside the WAC. Currently good for second place. The Yellow Jackets coming in at 5-10 and 2-7. Carter Sudoff will jump center for Defiance. He'll be opposed by Arash Jacoby from Sacramento. This is an international flavor to this Lawrence Tech roster, and we've got players from Australia, Italy, Spain, Switzerland, and Serbia, and Greece.
Quite a robust recruiting effort by Lawrence Tech.
Go along with a handful of Michigan players as well. A couple of Ohioans on the roster. 3-ball to begin is no good, but an offensive rebound. Second attempt here for the Jackets. Trying to get a feed inside as Jalen Brown tried to thread the needle. That one's going to be knocked away, and the Jackets now have to go on defense. Handoff goes for Jimmy Salomon. Salomon swings this around to Dolney. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line is going to be no good. Two white jerseys both close into the rebound as Anksman gets it, finds an outlet.
Yeah, Anksman and Sudoff both are a force on the defensive glass, and they're starting to come into their own, posting up on the offensive side as well. Good inside-out game for both players.
Burton gets the lob in. Anksman sends it over the top. The extra pass into the corner for Devontae Curry. We've seen him step up now. Enters the starting lineup. We're going to have a foul on the shot, and this is going to go against the Yellow Jackets.
So going to get a hold on Sudoff right there. That's the first foul of the game. They have two players really locking up down low for that rebound, and the officials said that Sudoff was the one who was doing most of the holding.
Jackets going to try to apply a little bit of pressure. Have a uniform change for Lawrence Tech. Do have number 8 on the floor. Didn't catch the name to the starting lineup. We don't have an 8 on our roster, but we do have is a three-pointer, which is good by Aaron Dolney.
Number 8 is Giannis Gianoltis.
Oh, I have 34 on mine. We'll change that up there.
At least that's what I have on the stats sheet.
That'll work. Here's a baseline drive. Kickout's deflected, but right to the intended target, and Anksman. Three's no good. Sudoff tried to rip away the rebound, as the Blue Devils come away with a miss. They'll push. Here is Gianoltis looking inside, and we'll get a whistle.
That's a tough call on Sudoff right there. 2 fouls against Sudoff.
They're both coming here within the first couple of minutes. 17:53 left to play opening half on our Defiance College scoreboard. The Blue Devils on top 3-0. Coming off the screen, driving inside. That one's going to be partially deflected as Curry's going to knock this one out of bounds.
It's right there, 15 to shoot still for the Blue Devils, who lead 3-0 on the Defiance College scoreboard. Jackets have had their chances. There's a 3-ball, no good.
Yeah, quick
Fight
entry
loose
pass.
Ball, yeah.
And now we'll get a tie-up. as the arrow will favor Lawrence Tech.
And I have to say, if I'm Carter Sudoff, I take a deep breath right there because he was the player who was tied up for that loose ball. Could have easily gotten a whistle on that 50-50 ball, and that would have been 3, and that would have been benched for the rest of the half.
So Zeke Bradwell check into the lineup. Here's a steal off the inbound as Curry's going to get the miss, goes right to the basket, can't get it off the iron. Comes up with the own miss. Here's Anksman, top of the key. He'll bury the 3, and we are tied.
That's a great job by Zeke to keep that play alive.
A couple changes to the starting lineup for Defiance. One noticeable difference. Here's a good look inside, and hitting the cutter and scoring will be Blake Lund. Connor Bush. Bush did not play the last couple of games for the Jackets. Let's see if he'll see some playing time tonight. Burton tried to turn the corner, was going to fall down. Curry gets the loose ball over to Anksman, and he'll hit the wing 3 to put the Jackets up by 1.
2 threes, 6-5. Jackets lead.
Salomon brings this one into the front court. Now to Unoltis. Hanging in the air. That one's going to be up no good for Lund, and another miss. And the Jackets bring the ball into the front court with Jalen Brown.
Another rebound for Zeke.
Brown's going to switch spots with Christian Burton as he'll swing around to the left wing. Zeke had it, now to Curry, off the screen. Anksman's got the hot hand. It's it out to Curry, fakes the 3. Brown will take it. He buries the triple. Defiance starting out hot from behind the arc. 3 of 4 to begin this one. As the Jackets have a 4-point lead, 9-5, still 16 minutes left to go in our opening half of basketball. Brown trying to defend without fouling as Blake Lund will take that all the way to the rack and score.
Yeah, Zeke coming over for help right there, kind of knocked Brown to the deck, but good concentration on the layup.
The Jackets didn't want to pick up their 3rd early foul here. Lead this one by 2. Ball's going to be poked out of the hands of Jalen Brown and out of bounds.
Lund, with the good defense right there, reaching and knocking that one out. Jackets keep the ball with 14 to shoot.
So Burton will do the inbounding. Finds Bradwell, back to Christian. Little crossover move. Burton to the basket, lays it up and in.
Well done maintaining the dribble right there, getting past Salomon for the layup.
Puts the Jackets up 4. Give and go. Trying to get inside, muscling his way towards the basket was Unoltis. Couldn't get it.
More good defense by Anksman.
So Christian Burton will have it now. Handoff is for Jalen Brown. Jalen trying to get someone to pop up top of the key. It's going to be Curry. He'll swing around to the left wing. Now Anksman off his screen, lets fly. That one hits the heel of the iron. Offensive rebound. Pull down, second attempt from deep is good. So missed the first one, but Christian Burton knocks down the second triple.
This is that confident and poise that we were talking about in the pregame, Randy.
It shows in the numbers. That was one of the things that stuck out in the pregame notes. Defiance is shooting 50% from the floor. They win their basketball games. 3 from the corner, and a big answer is good out of Blake Lund.
That is a big answer. Right by the Jackets bench right there. Stops the onslaught a little bit as they cut the lead back to 4.
Lund was 7 of the 10 for the Blue Devils. They're down by 4. As this one again comes around the perimeter. Now Anksman is going to have it taken away as he's going to fall down. Salomon comes away with the basketball. Push the break into the corner. 3 is no good, but Aaron Dolney is going to go to the free throw line.
Devontae Curry steps out with the block attempt and unfortunately got him in the act of shooting. So 3 free throws coming after the timeout.
Now 14:02 to go in our opening half. We get our first media timeout of the evening, and our game tonight is brought to you by Mercy Health. Mercy Health is a proud sponsor of Defiance College Athletics. Mercy Health offers high-quality health care you need and the compassion you deserve. Our expert doctors, nurses, and caregivers are committed to helping you be well in mind, body, and spirit. And we're brought to you by BSN Sports, providing all of your Defiance College gear We remove the hassles related to purchasing uniforms, equipment, and spirit wear, and anything else your athletic program needs, giving you more time to impact lives on the field. Visit the BSN Sideline Store at DefianceAthletics.com. Good start so far for the Jackets. 14-10. They lead Lawrence Tech here. 14:02 to go in our opening half. As we look at the numbers, one thing that stuck out, shooting percentage by half, this is coming direct from the game notes, has been a telling number for the Yellow Jackets this season. And for their 5 wins, Defiance has shrugged off a slow start by shooting better than 50% in the second half, and they're 4-1 when shooting 50% after halftime. Yellow Jackets are trailed at the half 10 of 15 games. In those losses, they're shooting 36.9% over the first 20 minutes compared to 42.7% after the half. So if they can get off to a hot start, that is the key.
It's a 26% three-point shooting team so far on the season, but they are not shy about shooting from deep tonight so far.
Oh, they've found something here that works. So here is Aaron Dolney, senior guard from Australia, who's going to knock down the first free throw.
Dolney, a 94% free throw shooter.
Gets the second one. He was fouled on a 3, so he's going to get one more here. So Dolney up to 5. So 2 players responsible for all 12. And it's going to stay 12 points as the third free throw is no good. As Jalen Brown tracks it down into the corner. Finds Christian Burton. Christian's across the timeline here, under 14 to play opening half. Burton's going to go left. Comes top of the key. Anksman back to Burton. Christian wanted to get a screen. Ended up running around it. Now Burton to the basket again. High off the window. Gets it to drop.
That's a nice strong drive going against McEvans on defense. Gives up a little size, but he had the speed and the angle on him.
McEvans ends up bringing the ball into the front court. Blue Devils trying to get set up here with Jacoby. Pass comes off to the wing. Salamone with it. Back 4. Top of the key, and now Lund. Lund gets rid of this one into the corner. 3 ball is going to be no good. Putback was partially blocked, but we'll get a whistle on the foul. See if Zeke Bradwell is going to be the guilty party here. Oh, they're going to get Burton. That's going to be his first, team's 4th, so 4 team fouls on Defiance to none for Lawrence Tech, and it's going to send Luka Uzelak to the free throw line.
A 40% free throw shooter so far on the season. He knocks down the first one, cuts the lead to 3.
Uzelak, the freshman from Serbia, at the line. As we do see Connor Bush in for the first time. It looks like Bush, Devontae Stone, and Jordan Jury now in the lineup, as the Jackets are going to go a little bit smaller here. They'll leave Bradwell at 6'8" to play the pivot. He's got the basketball top of the key over to Jury from the wing. Didn't like anything. They tried to reverse this one. Now Devontae Stone off a screen, swings this back around to the right wing. It's Connor Bush. Bush, a couple ball fakes. Goes baseline, had the ball pinned to his hip. And we'll get a pass into the corner where Donovan Stone, is going to be out of bounds.
Yeah, stepped in the corner right there, had the left foot in the painted section. And a good job by the officials to see that turnover.
Saw that in the women's game as well earlier today, where Defiance players lost track, spot on the floor. There's a little contact inside. Holding steady is Bradwell. Zeke knocks this one out of bounds. So we'll see Jimmy Salamone do the inbounding. Salamone tries to get set up in the corner, but a good job, Jury, recognizing the play, made things a little bit more difficult. Ball goes around, corner 3 on the way. That one's going to be a little too strong. Ball's loose on the floor, knocked out of bounds. Officials, it's like we're going to conference telepathically for a moment. One looked at the other, who looked at the third. Neither one had a good angle at the basketball. And they'll just agree that Lawrence Tech should get it back. The Blue Devils trying to set up on offense again. And they like the perimeter as well. Trying to get a screen and roll pass a little bit too far in front of Uzelac. And he's going to commit the foul.
Yep, commits the foul. Jury with the steal right there with the nice step in. And I think the official was going to let it go for a second, but then Uzelac just held on and wasn't letting go of Jury.
So Yanis Yanultsis back in the lineup. 16-14 in favor of the Jackets here. 12 and counting to play, opening half of basketball.
Jackets have hit a little bit of a cold spell, though, on offense. They need to knock a few down as there's an easy call for the official.
Yeah, Bush is going to help sell that one. This is going to go against Cameron McEvans, senior from Southfield, Michigan, is going to go sit down here, as that'll be his first foul, team second. Jackets to inbound. It comes back in. Here's Connor Bush. Connor trying to go one-on-one. He's got everyone down along the baseline. He'll step up, fires away from deep, trying to bank it in. A little bit off to the side. The Blue Devils come away with a miss, and they quickly bring this one into the front court. Pass over the top of everyone. Dolney. Dolney flips this one back over to Lund. Picking up his dribble was Yanultsis. Corner three on the way. That one's no good. Long rebound. And an offensive rebound as Davin Walker came up with it. Second effort is no good. How about being in the right place at the right time for Christian Brown as he catches the deflection?
Yeah, Zeke battling down low to try to get that rebound. They both kind of pulled each other away, so good bounce for the Jackets there.
Bush and Burton up top. Christian comes to that left wing. Now he's going to double back top of the key. Long bounce pass comes over to Stone. Donovan dribbles into the corner, steps back, fires away. That one's going to be no good. And a good rebound grabbed in the corner by Yanultsis. Yanultsis with a basketball right now. Handoff comes over to Dolney. Dolney back to Yanultsis, who's going to work his way to the basket, ties this one up.
That extra dribble forced Zeke to take a step back, and he kind of played himself out of the shot block opportunity right there. Good execution.
Halfway through this opening half, tied at 16. Might have just caught a piece of Coach Gibson there, working a couple of his reserves at the scorer's table, does a little bit of coaching, now a little tie-up. Donovan Stone's going to be guilty of a foul here.
Yeah, a little frustration right there at the end of that one leads to the whistle.
It's going to lead to another timeout where we can tell you that our game today brought to you by Sweetwater Chop House, which is located on Eagle Rock Golf Club, open to the public 7 days a week. This is the spot for celebrating birthdays, anniversaries, company parties, or if you're just in the mood to come out and enjoy a mouth-watering meal and amazing signature drinks. The focus for Executive Chef Aaron Weibel is to maintain a scratch kitchen, preparing everything daily from sauces to breads, utilizing local area farmers for fresh vegetables and using our on-site herb garden. We take great pride providing each of our guests a wowing experience. And we're brought to you by Aftershock Cart and Equipment. We are your one-stop shop for carts. We sell and service Yamaha, E-Z-Go, and Club Car. We have stock and custom carts, new and used carts, and a full line of accessories. We can build a cart to your specific needs. We also offer financing through Yard Card with rates as low as 3.99%. Stop by our indoor showroom or give us a call. We look forward to hearing from you for all of your karting needs.
So the Jackets started out strong, Randy, knocked down some triples. Lawrence Tech has responded to that early surge, knotted us back at 16. So it's kind of been, both teams have had about a 5-minute stretch each where they've kind of dominated the game, and it's gotten us back to square.
Well, that timeout comes at a good time. 9:59 to play in the half, so you can almost play this as a second quarter. As we're halfway through, student section imploring the DC team to play a little defense. We mentioned it during that women's game. Good to just have some noise back in the building. in that corner where the student section sits.
Yeah, it's good to see people. It's good to hear the noise. Get a spin move.
Ball loose on the floor. Going to have ourselves a held ball. Jackets will get this one.
I'll tell you what, Parker Chapman in the middle of that tie ball, that's a guy I wouldn't want to fight for a loose ball against. I would just let go, I think.
Yeah, Chapman, a very strongly built young man, 6'2", 210. As Drayshawn Roberts brings this one into the front court now. Here's Bush, top of the key, unloads a three off the mark. Jury's going to be fouled on the putback, and we are going to see Jordan Jury, the junior from Hopewell Loudon, go to the free throw line.
Jury, a strong player, not afraid to drive, understands the risk involved with the contact, but is not afraid to take that contact on.
So Jury will head to the line. That is Jordan Jury. On the year, he is 9 of 15 from the charity stripe. As officials having hold up here, is there little blood they were looking at one of the Lawrence Tech players?
Pablo Avalos, number 4,
okay,
over there. Had to be subbed out. I think that you're exactly right, Randy.
Jury's able to knock down his first free throw. Puts the Jackets back on top momentarily here in our Defiance College scoreboard.
Surprised by the limited number of free throws for Jury. You said 15 on the season.
Makes good of both of them there.
Would have thought that number be a little higher.
Little three-quarter court pressure applied out of the Jackets, but the Blue Devils break it and they'll set up. And they'll hit from deep, and it is good for Jimmy Salamone.
Very confident step up and delivery right there by Salamone. Nothing but net.
And one of the two players from Akron on this roster. There's Connor Bush trying to get inside off the window. Can't get it to go. Gets his putback and sticks it back up and in.
Good job by Connor Bush to not give up on that play. 2019 Jackets.
Bush almost, with Defiance, kind of treating this like the NBA second unit out there. And on a hesitation at second effort, Jimmy Salamone is able to score, and he'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Good strong move right there by Salamone, an opportunity to take advantage of the three-point play and knock this free throw down.
Free throw is on the way. He'll hit that one. So to put the Blue Devils on top by pair here now, 22-20 as you see on our Defiance College scoreboard. As Drayshawn Roberts very quickly gets across the timeline. High post pass is to Chapman. Here's Angsman. Angsman's had the hot hand. His three off the heel of the iron. Ball's loose. Drayshawn Roberts will get it back. He'll find Jury. Jackets reset, 15 to shoot. Bush from the baseline. High off the window, knocks it down.
Connor Bush has been wanting to set up post presence. He knows he has a size advantage over the guy guarding him, and that's just good recognition to feed him the ball.
And the other end about Salamone getting to the hoop, squares up and scores.
Both teams' guards not afraid to mix it up in the paint.
Salamone's had a big night so far. He's got 8. Drayshawn Roberts at the wing, give to Jury. Jury kicks back out. Roberts is going to take on 2 defenders. A little contact, no call. Now a double team off the rebound by Lawrence Tech, able to break in. They had numbers momentarily. They'll come through the lane right to the basket and score again for Jimmy Salamone.
That was a good decision by Salamone. I know it was a little chaotic for a moment, but just keeping the dribble, everything kind of cleared for him, and he was able to find the easy layup.
Salamone now in double digits. Chapman's going to bowl his way to the basket, and we're going to have ourselves a whistle and a foul.
And we might have a conversation with both teams real quick, as you saw a lot of grabbing and a little bit of steam on both players right there. Like, you know, you're not going to take the ball, and I'm not going to back down.
So Dolney's going to pick up the foul. That's going to be his second, 4th of the half, whistled against Lawrence Tech.
probably a good idea to take Dolny out, even though it's only 2 fouls. Just give him a cool-down period. Officials are keeping an eye on it right now, so let's just eliminate the possibility.
Here's Bush, started at the elbow, goes up with the left hand, gets the roll, and he's going to have a chance at a 3-point play.
That's just Connor Bush taking over that possession, was not going to be denied.
Takes it from the elbow here. Now he's going to have a chance at another one.
Looks like the foul is going against Jan Oltsis. That'll be his first.
It's Connor, a solid free throw shooter, 71% from the line. He'll make good on his attempt there. Let's see the replay.
Good strong move, and the free throw makes it a 3-point play. Cuts the lead to 1.
Yeah, big play there. It's a good crossover move, a little hesitation. Skidding to a stop with Salamone. It's a ball inside, knocked away somehow. Didn't go out of bounds. A lot of contact inside. Cameron McEvans will get the bucket.
I fully expected an and one right there, too.
I did, too.
Had the defender, Chapman, in the air. A lot of contact. Boy, they're letting him play right now.
Jackets now with the opportunity. Here's Christian Burton again. Burton, that high lob. It's for Angstman. Evan back inside Bush. The turnaround fills it up.
Yeah, I think he likes that mismatch down low against McEvans. He wants to post every time.
It's Connor Bush now with 9. There's a little drive out of control. Ball's out of bounds, and it's going to belong to the Yellow Jackets.
Salamone lost the dribble right there. Thought it went off of Angstman's foot, but the official was right there seeing that was just dribbled out of bounds off of the Blue Devils.
Lawrence Tech, no pressure as Christian Burton walks this one into the front court. Blue Devils lead by 1. It's Defiance taking on the team currently second in the WAC standings. Here's Burton. Runner is a little short. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Last touched apparently by Connor Bush.
No, that's a bad call.
Coach Gibson agrees.
That's a bad
call. See
call.
what we see here.
That one absolutely goes off the hand of Blake Lund. That's a missed call.
Student section voicing their displeasure. See what the Jackets can do on defense. Down 1. Zanksman, the trailer on the play, as Lund able to get in front of him, gets all the way to the basket and scores. Lund with 9, and it's a 3-point lead for Lawrence Tech. Dribbling out of the corner is Burton. Christian getting into the lane. Christian trying to go up and under. He's going to have his attempt knocked out of bounds.
Yakubi knocks that one out of bounds on the block. Good trail defense right there to not get the arm during the shot.
Inbound's going to come into the wing for Devontae Curry. Curry with a kick out. Christian with it. High lob is going to be over the head of Burton and out of bounds. Of Connor Bush and out of bounds.
Yeah, Bush is definitely wanting to post up tonight and play the paint game.
Yeah, too many B's in a row. 3, 4, 5. Bush, Brown, Burton.
A lot of emotion in the gym right now.
Long 3. That one's going to be a little bit off the mark as Christian Burton comes up with a miss. Christian brings this one into the front court.
Not Yakubi's strength right there. The Jackets will take that shot attempt all night.
Here's Angstman. Angstman's going to find Christian again. Now sets a screen. Swings this around. Here's Devontae Curry for 3. That one is no good. 2 black jerseys go on top of each other. Come up with a miss. Is Lawrence Tech able to come away with a basketball? Little shimmy, a shake, and a 3 is good for Jimmy Salamone, excuse me.
So Salamone with another 3. He's in doubles with 13, and the lead is 6. Jackets need an answer.
It's just how quickly it grows. It's Defiance battling all half. Here's Connor Bush, top of the key, and we'll get a foul. And this is going to go against Lawrence Tech as Yarash Yacobi is going to be guilty of a foul. That's going to lead to a timeout here. 3:56 to play in our opening halftime out on the floor. We'll take it as well on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network. Or 33-27, Lawrence Tech in front of Defiance here. 3:56 to play in our opening half of basketball in our game tonight. Brought to you by Mark Moats Ford at our dealership in Defiance. We strive to provide you a top-notch service that no one else can offer. Whether you're a new or returning customer, you're going to be treated fairly and welcomed by our friendly staff. We believe in a family atmosphere, and that's because Mark Moats Ford has been family-owned for over 100 years, and that might actually be, I think, the first car they sold at Mark Moats Ford. Ford and Mercury. How old is that sign?
A few years old.
A little bit.
A few years old. Great history, though, with Mark Moats Ford as automobile manufacturers, unfortunately, kind of come and go over the years. The consistency and the quality at Mark Moats Ford remains unsurpassed.
Well, in what will be a surprise to absolutely no one, I was here with your friend and mine, Jim Funderburg, recently, and Jim gave me a full history lesson on the Moats family in Defiance College.
Regular fixtures out here as the shot's no good. This one, they're going to... Wow, that's another one. I think that one actually went off a jury right there on the tip. But
Lawrence Tech coach Joshua Perkins pleading his cases. We'll see what the replay shows here. The one not quite as...
It was close.
Yeah.
It was close. But
Jackets' second life here.
That out-of-bounds miss that the officials had a couple possessions ago, that was unfortunate.
Curry able to pull up in the paint. That's going to be no good as Luka Uzelac comes up with a miss.
Working the ball down to Uzelac, loses the handle, tries to go up. 1-on-2.
Get an extra bounce. Working hard. Around 3 white jerseys. Comes up with his own miss and a second chance now for the Blue Devils.
Saw want for the basketball right now. Nice cut.
High off the window, score the basket, and a chance at a three-point play coming up here for Blake Lund.
Lund with a nice job of, it's been the Blue Devils offense. He started up top, worked the curl, try to do a screen and roll, and they are relentless as far as cutting towards the basket.
Lund will miss the free throw, but Lawrence Tech had the miss. They'll lose the basketball, so the Jackets get it.
Yeah, trying a cross-court pass, and that had disaster written all over it.
Jackets trying to hang around right now, down 8. And now a little contact for the cutter as Christian Burton, after getting rid of the basketball, tried to roll to the hoop. Get foul whistled on Tech here.
Yeah, Shamar Matthews with the foul right there.
It's going to be it's going to be the 7th team foul. So here's the 1-and-1 for Defiance. And the front end no good for Christian Burton. So big opportunity just missed out for the Jackets. Under 2.5 to go. Very fast-moving opening half of basketball played here.
Very fast-moving.
High post pass comes out to Uzelac. Gets the kick out. And for the second time, we're going to see a three-point shooter fouled as Blake Lund is going to go to the line for 3.
Not sure if we'll get the instant replay on that, but I know three-point shooters are allowed their space to come down clean. Some shooters will also, though, kind of kick a toe
You're right.
out.
That's the thing. Yeah, you got to watch the sprawled legs.
Yeah, so it's the follow-through sometimes as much as giving him his space to land.
So Lund splits the first two. He's going to get one more here with 2:17 to go in the half.
Enters for the Blue Devils.
So both teams making some changes first before that third free throw. Officials are also asking that Zeke Bradwell tuck the jersey in. Some of the Zebras a little bit more on top of that than others. Some of them a little more sticklers for the rule.
Yeah. If it's a rule, it's a rule. Got to follow it.
10-point lead now for Lawrence Tech. 2 minutes to go in the half. Pass inside. Bradwell got away. It looked like maybe a travel.
Yeah, I think he lost the handle and continued to just kind of push his way down in the paint without the ball going on the floor. So I think he got away with one there.
He's going to find his way to the free throw line, though, as he is fouled by Ramon Zapatar, junior from Spain, a transfer from Western Oklahoma State. So Zeke knocks down the first free throw. So as we take a look at Zeke's numbers on the year, actually came in just 1 of 3 from the charity stripe, but had no problem with those two.
Very confident.
Also cuts that back down to a single-digit lead for Lawrence Tech here, 37-29 with about 50 to go in our opening half. Good screen for Salomon as he tries to get to the basket. That one's going to be no good, taken away. And now here's the Jackets with another opportunity. Burton ahead. Here's Brown. His three from the wing is good.
That was a must right there. Now let's see if it encourages the defense to step up, play hard without fouling.
Bit of a knuckler. Didn't have a lot of rotation on it, but it falls through the cylinder all the same. Take all the way to the rack. That one's going to be no good. Rebound, I think, hit off someone's knee in midair. And here's Brown to the basket. Lost the handle. On his way up, he's going to draw the foul.
He's going to get fouled by Salomon.
Double foul on Jimmy Salomon.
So Jalen Brown, the freshman from Emmanuel Christian High School in Toledo, will go to the line. So Brown on the year, a 70% free throw shooter, 68 of 97. His first one is good. His 97 attempts, by the way, looks like leads the team in attempts from the line. Connor Bush next in line at 83, and then it's a bit of a drop-off down to Carter Sudoff, 35. Carter, we saw the first few minutes. Haven't seen him since. As the second one
begrudgingly goes in.
Go around the world a few times before falling through. Harlem Globetrotters used to win money in games that way, hitting shots like that.
The good old days.
We've got ourselves a ball game, 37-34. Late in this half. Floater looked like it was going to be the alley-oop. They'll settle for the floater by Cameron McEvans.
I was thinking the same thing, and it almost a little disappointment when he wasn't able to slam that one down.
Burton with his body behind the basket as we're going to take a look at the replay with the right off the left side.
Beautiful English on that shot.
It's this one to 3, 39-36, and now a foul. Officials are going to talk about this. Coach Gibson going to get involved, and we're going to see, looks like a 1-and-1 coming here for Lawrence Tech.
Jalen Brown fighting through the traffic right there was held, but the officials saw it the other way as you see the replay. Saw the tail end of it right there. Tie up, but the foul goes against Jalen Brown.
Salomon will shoot the 1-and-1. First one is good.
Salomon, an 82% free throw shooter.
No one moved, but that was just the 9th team foul and clearly a non-shooting foul. So miss the second, or Anksman gets the miss, excuse me. So the Jackets with the shot clock off have a big opportunity here, and they want to talk about it. So we can tell you that our game tonight is brought to you by Service Master by McCann. Keeping Defiance College in pristine condition does more than create a good first impression. It also boosts productivity and keeps your employees safe and healthy. At Service Master by McCann, we understand how important a clean and safe environment is, and our cleaning experts work tirelessly to provide customized cleaning and disinfecting services to offices, businesses, healthcare facilities, and other spaces throughout Defiance.
It's a big possession here for Defiance College. In all likelihood, you're not going to tie at the half, but you want to finish strong and with confidence. You need something to build off because they had the game. They were in control of the game for the first half of the first half, but then Lawrence Tech battled back, and now it's perhaps last possession wins.
This could be something you're going to want, but Defiance has got to like the way they hung in there, like you said. Here's Burton working the perimeter. Christian trying to go inside. Christian, little spin to the basket. Can't get it to go, and that's how the half will end. Good look, exactly what they wanted. Just stayed out. And it's been an interesting half of basketball. 40-36. Lawrence Tech leads this one at the half. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll go through some halftime numbers here as you're watching Defiance College basketball on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network. Halftime here from the Winter Center and Coach Marv Hohenberger Court. Lawrence Tech leads this one by 4 over Defiance, 40-36. Randy and Jim with you here as we take a look at some of the halftime numbers from this one. They're going to tell an interesting tale.
Yeah, again, I think it was a half that was equally dominated by both teams. Jackets started out strong. Lawrence Tech counterpunched, got themselves back in the game, started to build a little lead. Then it was just kind of back and forth from that point. And it's really kind of how I expect the second half to go, too. I expect it to be a game of ebbs and flows. I think it's just going to be that way. I don't know that either team is going to build a double-digit lead at this point. They seem really evenly matched tonight. And, you know, it's really on Lawrence Tech at this point. The Jackets, I think, understand. I think if you were to talk to Coach Gibson right now, I think they understand that those lulls are not going to be the types of things that continue in the second half of this ball game. I think those shots are going to start dropping. The intensity is going to stay there. The decision-making has been good. The quality of play on the floor has been solid. I mean, you know, it's just get a few more shots to drop, build some confidence, ratchet up more intensity on the defensive side without committing the fouls, because both teams were kind of guilty of that in the first half. Both teams getting close to 10 team fouls each. You know, I think as the stats will show, both teams shooting the ball pretty well. The three-pointers going at a pretty good clip. Both teams doing good at the free throw line. Taking good care of the ball, only 5 turnovers apiece. Rebounds pretty even, 17 apiece as you would expect. In fact, it's dead even. 8 offense, 9 defense for both teams. It's really just, it's the little things. You know, you look at the points in the paint as one of the differentiators, but you also look at bench points. Jackets are +7 on bench. So, you know, it's a couple bounces here and a couple bounces there is the entire difference.
So 40-36, Lawrence Tech leads this one at the half. See if we can take a look at some individual numbers before we take a small break here. You see Salamone there, 14. Lund with 13 to lead Lawrence Tech, but a very balanced effort. Connor Bush coming off the bench tonight, along with Burton with 9, Jalen Brown 8, Inksman, a couple of three-pointers there early on with 6, Jerry Bradwell each with 2. So Defiance has gone a couple more players deep, and some of those guys stepping up, playing well.
Yeah, I think that, you know, the three-point shots that were dropping early stopped dropping. And the Jackets kind of got away from that a little bit on offense, started attacking a little bit more. Just, again, it's you knock a few down here and there. It just, everything else continues to swell as a result of that. And I think that's what you're going to see in the second half from both teams.
So 40-36 our score here at the half. Lawrence Tech in front of Defiance. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll bring you the second half of basketball here from the Weeder Center on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
My name is Mark Miller. This is my good friend Tom Hill. Both Tom and I are graduates of Defiance College, and we were both athletes at Defiance College.
And I played baseball and basketball here at DC. Mark played football and baseball here. Now, here we are 35, 40 years later. We both serve on the alumni varsity board here at Defiance College.
AVD, as we call it, raises money for Defiance College athletics. We have raised funds for many projects, such as $100,000 to the George Smart Center,
$45,000 to the weight room in the Smart Center,
$10,000 to the new basketball floor,
new scoreboards at both the baseball and softball fields.
If you're a Defiance College alumni athlete, please support AVD. Visit defianceathletics.com/alumni/AVD to join.
We appreciate all who have given in the past, but we are looking for new members. Please keep in mind that someone supported you as an athlete at DC. Now it is our turn.
AVD also sponsors a yearly golf outing to get old friends back together and raise funds for our projects. So get your foursome together and come on out. You can also support AVD as a whole sponsor.
Support AVD. Let's make this our biggest year ever. Thank you very much. And
go Jackets!
What I've learned the most from golf is to have integrity in everything you say and do.
One of the biggest lessons of that sports impacts my daily life is discipline.
Be a champion of character, it just means to realize first that you're a part of something that's bigger than yourself.
Being a part of NAIA is something that I'm going to keep with me forever because it's not only made me a better athlete, but it's made me a better person.
The NAIA really just cares about their student athletes and just the experience in general at the school, and I think that's really important.
The NAIA stands for, has great core values. One that's most important to me is servant leadership. Being able to serve your community is a huge reason why I chose the NAIA.
I am a champion of character. I am a champion of character.
I am a champion of character.
I am a champion of character.
I am a champion of character.
Hello, I'm Keita Diller, president of the Defiance College Purple and Gold Athletic Club.
And I'm Mark Diller. I'm a third-generation Defiance College supporter and also on the board of the Purple and Gold Club.
For nearly 50 years, we've been supporting the Yellow Jacket student athletes. Membership to the Purple and Gold Club is open to everyone, regardless if you attended Defiance College or not.
Membership fees are very affordable and include various levels of attendance privileges depending on your support level.
If you love seeing live and local college sports, we would like for you to join us. Just go to dcpurpleandgoldclub.com and register your name along with dozens of other like-minded Yellow Jacket fans.
We would love to have you join us. Thank you for supporting Defiance College Athletics.
Most good things in life are simple. The same is true when it comes to our health and well-being. That's why Paramount Elite helps you Medicare simply. Everything in life becomes a little simpler with Paramount Elite.
Defy the ordinary at Defiance College, a leader in STEM career training, science, technology, engineering, math, with strong focus on hands-on research, internships, and field experience. Spend the summer conducting real research with faculty in fields like exercise physiology, water quality, data analytics, and much more. Personalized advising and mentorships for students pursuing health-related careers. Explore STEM and defy the ordinary at Defiance College.
You've finished your undergraduate studies. Take the next step and defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Earn your MBA or Master of Arts in Education degree. Plus, we offer school principal and superintendent licensure programs. 100% online. No GMAT or GRE required. No application fees, accelerated 8-week semesters, and affordable tuition. Nationally recognized for hands-on service and experience. Defy the ordinary with graduate studies at Defiance College.
At Mercy Health, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. So these days, it's not just about how we care for you, it's where. Because whether at our place or yours, or wherever your day takes you, we'll be there with compassionate, personalized care. No matter how the world changes, your health will always be our top priority. Mercy Health, primary care for the universe of you. Visit mercy.com to find a doctor near you.
Defiance College offers a quality education in a setting where you can succeed. Small classes, personal attention, and best of all, an affordable private college experience. For more information about how you can defy the ordinary, visit defiance.edu.
Discover, engage, formulate, initiate, defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Defy, with a unique 4-year focus on career readiness, experiential learning, and 95% plus career placement. Want to serve? 100% of entering students defy the ordinary by engaging in community service with nationally recognized community-based research and service programs. Undergraduate studies you love with personalized experience you want. Defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Apply to defy.
At Defiance College, you'll find endless opportunities to explore new subjects and new ideas, to travel to places you've never been, to become a leader. Defiance College offers an education that defies the ordinary college experience.
My name is Mark Miller. This is my good friend Tom Hill. Both Tom and I are graduates of Defiance College, and we were both athletes at Defiance College.
And I played baseball and basketball here at DC. Mark played football and baseball here. Now, here we are 35, 40 years later. We both serve on the alumni varsity board here at Defiance College.
AVD, as we call it, raises money for Defiance College athletics. We have raised funds for many projects, such as $100,000 to the George Smart Center,
$45,000 to the weight room in the Smart Center,
$10,000 to the new basketball floor,
new scoreboards at both the baseball and softball fields.
If you're a Defiance College alumni athlete, please support AVD. Visit defianceathletics.com/alumni/AVD to join.
We appreciate all who have given in the past, but we are looking for new members. Please keep in mind that someone supported you as an athlete at DC. Now it is our turn.
AVD also sponsors a yearly golf outing to get old friends back together and raise funds for our projects. So get your foursome together and come on out. You can also support AVD as a whole sponsor.
Support AVD. Let's make this our biggest year ever. Thank you very much. And
go Jackets!
What I've learned the most from golf is to have integrity in everything you say and do.
One of the biggest lessons of that sports impacts my daily life is discipline.
Be a champion of character, it just means to realize first that you're a part of something that's bigger than yourself.
Being a part of NAIA is something that I'm going to keep with me forever because it's not only made me a better athlete, but it's made me a better person.
The NAIA really just cares about their student athletes and just the experience in general at the school, and I think that's really important.
The NAIA stands for, has great core values. One that's most important to me is servant leadership. Being able to serve your community is a huge reason why I chose the NAIA.
I am a champion of character. I am a champion of character.
I am a champion of character.
I am a champion of character.
I am a champion of character.
Hello, I'm Keita Diller, president of the Defiance College Purple and Gold Athletic Club.
And I'm Mark Diller. I'm a third-generation Defiance College supporter and also on the board of the Purple and Gold Club.
For nearly 50 years, we've been supporting the Yellow Jacket student athletes. Membership to the Purple and Gold Club is open to everyone, regardless if you attended Defiance College or not.
Membership fees are very affordable and include various levels of attendance privileges depending on your support level.
If you love seeing live and local college sports, we would like for you to join us. Just go to dcpurpleandgoldclub.com and register your name along with dozens of other like-minded Yellow Jacket fans.
We would love to have you join us. Thank you for supporting Defiance College Athletics.
Halftime here from the Wiener Center, where Lawrence Tech leads Defiance 40-36. Very entertaining half of basketball. Jim broke it down pretty well when we got to the half. Really a tale of two halves inside that opening half. DC really dominated the first 10 minutes. Lawrence Tech came back the second 10 minutes. Good flurry there by the Jackets to close to make this competitive basketball game as we get ready for the second half.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the second half. I'm really interested to see if the Jackets come out strong in the second half like they did in the first half. Again, you mentioned the shooting percentage in the Jackets' losses in the second half. Something to kind of keep an eye on as the game progresses here. But I wonder if they're going to come out with the same intensity and convert at the same level to start this second half. Or if it's going to be a similar situation to the women's game that we saw earlier, where Lawrence Tech kind of started that second half out really strong, and then Jackets kept trying to get back in it, but Lawrence Tech just really had a really strong second half and kind of pulled away in that game.
A little confusion out of Lawrence Tech. It's going to be their ball to begin the second half. They put their 5 guys on the floor a few minutes early, a few seconds early, I should say. And then official pointed their direction as if they were going to have the ball. They were getting ready to go on defense, and then the official had to tell them a couple of times, no, it's your ball. You need an inbounder over here.
Well, it's not too late. I mean, they could give the ball to Defiance College if they want.
Looks like everything now situated here. So the Blue Devils get the basketball first to begin our second half, as it looks like both teams returning to their starting lineups. And a little play inside as Hanksman and Sudoff are going to combine and knock the basketball away at the rim.
Hanksman with a strong block right there on the take, and a good job not drawing the foul.
Hanksman's got that high post pass again. He hit a couple of threes early for his 6 points. Part of the reason why the Jackets got off to an early lead in this one. They've since battled back against a team that's currently second in the standings in the WAC, and now we'll get a foul on the dribble drive.
Going to get that one on Jan Oltsis.
On Giannis Janolsis, his second.
Don't usually see the numbers past 5, so when you saw the double 4, I was looking for number 44 like in the women's game, and then realized that is actually their way of getting to 8. Here's a shot. This one's going to be off the mark. Ball's going to be knocked away, and Defiance is going to force the turnover.
Yep, that's Uzelak right there. Was the last player to get his hand on it. Official right in the right position to see that right hand deflection out of bounds. Jackets keep the ball.
So Burton will do the inbounding. He'll have the ball back in his hands as he got rid of it over to Jalen Brown. Christian Burton, that high post pass. Here's Carter Sudoff. Sudoff will find Hanksman. Hanksman to the rim. He'll flip up a shot, somehow put it in.
Could have been a charge, could have been a block. Wave it. Don't worry about it. Keep the whistle.
Yeah, looking for a call just to get a couple of free throws. Instead, he gets the basket, makes this a 2-point game. Now fighting through a screen. Lob is going to be a little too tough. Ball's loose on the floor. Triple team underneath. It's Christian Burton tried to take that away. There's a spin. Burton being backed down. That one's going to be off the mark. He's going to come up with the miss. And now we're going to have a foul, and this is going to go on Lawrence Tech.
You're going to get Uzelak getting tied up down. And he tried to throw both hands up to proclaim innocence right away, but the one arm was locked into a Jackets player, and that was an easy call for the official.
Uzelak is going to sit down with 2 fouls. I think you might just give him a moment to calm down a little bit. Oh, Joshua Perkins, the head coach for Lawrence Tech, shaking his head no at Uzelak, and I believe the no was no, you didn't really commit a foul there, but I just want you to sit for a minute. Here's Sudoff. Sudoff offensively had a tough opening half, but he comes up with a basket there, and we are tied at 40.
If he can develop that short game like that, those baby hooks, then he's going to be a very unstoppable player in this conference for years to come.
Zalamone have the ball momentarily. Here's Blake Lund. Lund had a big game. He's going to go with the left hand and score.
See the way he twisted his body to turn his back to the defender right there and use his body to screen away a potential block.
Gives him 15. Puts the Blue Devils back in front here. 17 and a half minutes to play. Burton kick into the corner. There's Curry at the elbow, gives back to Christian. Now Sudoff at the lob. Sudoff with a power step, able to put it up and in.
Yeah, you had a defender right there who kind of gambled and lost as Yanaltsis wasn't able to step back in time.
3 on the other end is going to be no good. Evan Engstman comes up with a miss. So the Jackets have gotten significantly better at feeding the post. Now Christian Burton steps up. 3, top of the key is going to be no good as Lind has the miss. Or check that, Lund, I'm sorry. And now over to Salamone. Now to Yanoltsis. This one's going to go inside, and we'll get a score. And it looks like a quick timeout taken here by Lawrence Tech.
Giving a very heated one-person discussion right there after the make. I mean, there can't be much more frustrating than a strong take to the basket and the coach calling a timeout and calling you over and pointing at you.
So 44-42, Lawrence Tech in front here, 16:47 to play in this one, or game tonight. Brought to you by the State Bank. State Bank provides a full range of financial services for consumers and small businesses, including wealth management, private client services, mortgage banking, commercial, and ag lending. They operate a total of 22 banking centers, 19 in 9 Ohio counties, 1 center in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and 23 full-service ATMs. We have 5 loan production offices located throughout the tri-state region of Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan. And we're brought to you by Metzger's Printing. Metzger's is your marketing solutions provider, specializing in multi-format commercial printing, cross-media marketing, and fulfillment services. At Metzger's, we thrive on providing innovative solutions and quality service. We invite you to tour our site to get an idea of the tremendous range of services we offer. Coach Perkins trying to get something set still, now having a much more low-level conversation with the official now as he took that 60-second timeout to just, I think, calm himself down more than anything else.
Yeah, Yanoltsis with the make, and then coach called him over and was, I don't know if he was pumping him up or if he was upset with something, but it was intense.
Jackets wanted to go with a give and go. Now Burton's entry pass is going to be kicked as he tried to feed it inside to Engstman. Jackets will have to inbound from side court now. Burton with it again. Christian gets a screen. Held on to the basketball. Sudoff trying to get positioning. Burton now with that open baseline gets towards the basket. That one just rolls off the rim. Lund is going to fall down while getting the rebound. No call in the travel. And now foul on the other end as Engstman's going to be just a half step too slow.
We had a bench player run all the way over to help him up, too. That should be a technical. You can't come off the bench like that. The officials missed one right there.
Aaron Dolney at the line. The Blue Devils shooting 2.
So here's Aaron Dolney at the line to shoot 2. First attempt is good. This meeting, by the way, not the first time these two have met, but it's interesting. Defiance and Lawrence Tech have played 6 previous times, but none since 1952. Just the 3rd time these two teams have met since World War II.
Wow. Getting to know you all over again.
That's right. Lawrence Tech located just north of Detroit. Jackets inside they go again. Sudoff left open, another finish.
That was a great feed. I thought he was going cross court with that pass. Instead, he fools us all and makes the brilliant pass inside for the easy 2.
Blue Devils trying to speed up the Jackets a little bit. Now McEvans picked up his dribble in a bad spot, needs some help. And how about the drive and the score there by Giannis Yanoltsis. Makes it a 4-point lead for the Blue Devils.
That was a strong take by Yanoltsis right there.
Yanoltsis has himself 6 points. Seems like it's more. This time, ball's going to be knocked away from Carter Sudoff. It was the other big man, Evan Hanksman, trying to feed him the basketball.
That time, Cameron McEvans, number 1, stepped in, saw the same play developing again, stepped in to influence.
So Uzelak will come in and replace Yanoltsis. So as you typically do at a school at this level, we see a Serbian come in for a Greek. 3-ball off the wing, another triple try, good for Evan Hanksman. That's his 3rd of the night.
Turnover.
Now behind the back pass, or behind the back dribble, I should say. Mishandled. Burton to the basket, can't get it to go, but Christian's going to go to the free throw line.
New's going to draw the contact right there. Good job staying strong. They'll get Uzelak on the foul, and we get a timeout.
Yeah, we'll get our first media timeout of the second half, so let's take a break here. We'll need a breath as well. It's a 1-point lead for Lawrence Tech as you're watching Defiance College Basketball on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
Most good things in life are simple. The same is true when it comes to our health and well-being. That's why Paramount Elite helps you manicure simply. Everything in life becomes a little simpler with Paramount Elite.
Well, if you can get yourself a queen of diamonds or a 9 of spades, get it on down here to the Wiener Center, because they are giving away money to students. So students, as they entered, I believe were given at least one free slice of pizza, as well as half of a playing card. And if your half matches the half drawn, you walk away with some prizes. I understand one of them was a $100 Amazon gift card. This young man gets halfway across the floor and then told to back up, so he's got to work his way around. But
can't cut.
$5 cash, a $100 Amazon gift card. I thought I heard maybe gas card as well. So if you can look like a Defiance College student and can rip half a playing card, give it a try. More winners to be announced at the under 5 timeout, I believe. So you get about 10 minutes.
I don't blame him for wanting to cut across the court, though.
It's the easiest way to get from one spot to the other.
Exactly, straight line.
So Christian Burton knocks down the first free throw. So Burton again, 11 of 18 coming into tonight from the charity stripe. Second one's left a little short, and a rebound grabbed by the Blue Devils. So Lund ahead for Davin Walker. Walker some sparing minutes in that opening half of basketball. Lund with it again. Lund
we have
left
an injured
open.
player.
You know, we got an injured Yellow Jacket, and we're going to get a stoppage here. As Jalen Brown trying to fight through a screen.
I think it was knee on knee
I
right
think so
there.
too.
Yeah.
So he's going to sit down as Connor Bush is going to check into the lineup now.
Hopefully that's one of those situations where you fear the worst because it hurts really bad right away, and then you give it a minute, and then everything starts to kind of relax. Hopefully it's one of those situations for him.
Yeah, training staff has Jalen down in the hallway right now. I think just trying to walk it off more than anything. So here's Burton at the right wing. Christian shakes his defender. Wing 3 is good.
Three-point basket by Christian Burton.
See the replay of it there. It gives Defiance the 1-point lead here, 51-50.
Good ball game. A lot of time left, too.
Contact off a screen as Connor Bush got hung up coming around the pivot and allows Cameron McEvans to get to the basket.
Yeah, Cameron Cameron McEvans right there just held that extra dribble and didn't give up on that possession. And Bush trying to make a play to block, gets a little body, and now you get the N1.
Yeah, McEvans, one of a handful of local products to this Lawrence Tech team. The senior from Southfield, Michigan, hits the free throw, makes it a three-point play, puts Lawrence Tech back on top, 53-51. Pass on top is going to be knocked away, and now a foul on the reach.
If you're going to get Sudoff on this foul.
Christian Burton.
Nope, they're going to get Burton. I thought Sudoff was the one who reached in there.
So that's going to be the second on Burton, 13th foul on the Jackets here in this second half. Salamone quickly brings this one into the front court. Now Blake Lund with it. Lund off a screen. Lund, good feed inside, and able to roll to the basket and score will be Luka Uzelak.
Yeah, that screen and roll is a staple of the Blue Devils offense.
Jackets look like they're going to try the same thing. Feed's going to go inside, took an extra bounce as Evan Anksman is held. And now a foul coming here with 13:07 to play.
Blake Lund, his first team fourth.
So Lund's going to pick up his first foul. And it's going to send Evan Anksman to the free throw line. So the freshman from St. Mary's knocks down his first free throw. Evan on the year, a solid 15 of 19 from the line. And he's going to make good on both of his attempts. And Anksman, one of just 4 players on this Defiance team who's appeared in all 15 games. Now just dribbling around. Salamone, swing this around Lund.
Watch the screen, now watch the roll. There it is.
To the basket, Sudoff trying to hang tight, a little contact there. Now I believe Carter Sudoff just picked up his third foul.
Yeah, that was going up but leaning a little bit with the body. So the arms were straight up, but the body was kind of leaning forward.
So Davin Walker, the junior from Detroit and a transfer from Siena Heights, will miss the first free throw. Transferring in conference, something you don't see a lot.
Yeah. Jury checks in.
First time we'll see him in the second half.
And Devontae Curry takes his seat.
Walker will split the pair of free throws, makes it a one-possession game. It's a ton of time, 12:40 and counting to go. Trying to get the lob to Sudoff. No, Burton picked up his dribbles and ball knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, that became a spacing issue right there. You had ball handler and intended recipient within about 5 feet of each other. The defender was able to do a natural double team.
Burton calling for some spacing again. This time does get it into Sudoff. Carter face up the basket. Now back to Christian off the screen. Anksman able to climb the ladder to come away with it. That one's going to be knocked from behind, and a foul. This is going to go on to Davin Walker.
Davin Walker, his first team fifth.
That is his first, I believe I hear him say. And now Evan Anksman back to the charity stripe. So see the replay here. See number 4 come from behind and on the follow, catch the side of the head of Anksman as Anksman knocks down his first free throw. Zeke Bradwell in for the first time in the second half now for Defiance. As Anksman once again able to get both tosses. 56-55. We continue with a 1-point game. Lawrence Tech trying to get this one.
Nice pass.
Ball popped out of the hands of Uzelak, but he's able to gather it back in and finish to get the bucket.
Good split-second decision by McEvans right there.
Burton with a crossover. Trying to answer. This one's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Defiance. 20 to shoot. They'll get 20 on the reset of the shot clock.
Blue Devils defense does a good job collapsing in support, so it's not a surprise to see them get their hands on that ball.
Burton trying to get it clear out of everyone now. Didn't like what he saw with Evan Inksman. Now he'll take it to the basket, picked up his dribble again. We'll get this one out. Here's Connor Bush. Connor to the basket. That one deflected out of bounds. That's going to be off Connor. And Lawrence Tech's going to come away with the basketball.
Good support defense by Uzelak right there to come over in support, get the block. An unfortunate break for the Jackets that goes off Connor Bush.
So Lawrence Tech with the chance now to add on to their 3-point lead. Open the half with a 4-point lead. It's never gotten much larger than that. Nice dish inside as Cameron McEvans will get the finish.
Again, that cut to the basket. They're very aware of where the cutters are coming from and doing a good job getting them the ball.
60-55. Here's Connor Bush. Bush backing down his defender's going to have it stripped away. As Walker got the steal. And now the Blue Devils a chance to add on. Give and go. Now a hesitation move. And once again, I think it's going to be a lob. Instead, it's just a floater for Jimmy Salamone.
Uzelak's time will come. That's what he has to keep telling himself.
He keeps waiting for it.
My moment will come.
Good finish, 62-55. Inksman, top of the key. 3, rims out. Burton tried to come away with a rebound as Uzelak just beats everyone, using his height as well. His kick, Lund, 3, spins out. And it is under the basket for Zeke Bradwell with the rebound.
They had a 7-point lead, a triple right there, make it double figures. The game could have started to spiral, so Jackets need a basket here to gain momentum back.
Bush will give it to Bradwell as they work it around Evan Inksman at that right wing. Inksman back to Bradwell. Zeke, that's going to be a 2, and he'll bury it.
Beautiful touch by Zeke right there.
Cuts that lead to 5 as we're now halfway through the second half.
We have a real battle going on down low with Zeke there.
And an offensive foul is going to be called. And this is going to go on Jimmy Salamone. Oh, it's going to be Uzelak setting the screen. That's going to be his 4th already, the team's 6th. And it's going to lead to a timeout, so we can tell you that our game tonight is brought to you by Paramount Healthcare, proud sponsor and health plan provider of Defiance College, offering a full range of health insurance plans and services to suit your healthcare needs. Paramount by ProMedica is health insurance by healthcare professionals. Find out more at ParamountHealthcare.com. And we're brought to you by Marco's Pizza. Defiance College Athletics is supported by Marco's Pizza in Defiance, located on North Clinton Street. Marco's is there for you before or after the game for carry-out or delivery. Stop, call in, or order online for the latest details, and make sure you download that Marco's Pizza app where pizza is just a tap away. And if they could, can you just like pin your location? Will it just come right to you? Because I'm tempted to try. Because I have a feeling we're going to be in for a close one here with.
Not if they deliver it by drone.
Does that mean someone's got to be down there to open the door to let it in?
Exactly. The drone will be politely knocking on the on the front door of the Wiener Center.
Because it'll come right up the steps, right to the second level where we're located.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it doesn't go on the court.
Right. Although it did have a. Is it the Steelers and Ravens in a delay because the drone got too close to the stadium on Saturday night?
Yeah.
We're high above
location.
Marv Hohenberger Court, our home for the last couple of years here. And we've got a foul under the basket again. It's been a battle at the low block each side of the floor.
Blue Devils foul on Yannis
Yanoltas gets the foul. Number 3 on him.
All right, that's also the team's 7th.
No fouls to give.
So Zeke Bradwell's going to shoot the 1-and-1. Zeke again, just 1 of 3 at the line. As I go, oh, I get to shoot the 1-and-1. Okay. Huge opportunity here. Still knocked down his first toss. Defiance, 4 team fouls. Still got a couple to give. With 9:20 to play. But if you're able to cash in on the 1-and-1s.
Oh, yeah.
Three-point lead for Lawrence Tech. Came in 7-2 in the WAC. Stepping into a 3. That one just off the mark. 3 white jerseys. All going for the rebound. Connor Bush will have it. Connor spins at the wing. Bounce pass underneath the jury. Jury had a ball fake. Defender not biting. Now Zeke wants to back up and reset the offense.
Yeah, kick it back out.
Try again. Still 15 to shoot for the Jackets.
Let's see, clear out for Connor. Oh, that's got to be a foul, yeah.
Contact here as Donovan Stone just ran into a big body, that being Aaron Dolney. Dolney's going to pick up his 3rd foul, and we will see Donovan Stone, the freshman from Bardstown, Kentucky, now shooting the 1-and-1.
Yeah, one impression that I have initially of Blake Dolney is he does not mind setting a screen and not moving.
Stone's free throw left short.
He's a tough dude.
So Lawrence Tech with a basketball. Moments ago, they had possession, trying to go up double digits. Now just trying to hang on to a 3-point lead. Dolney gives this one off into the corner. Lund trying to drive, and it looks like Connor Bush is going to be guilty of the foul.
Yep, good drive right there. Good defense by Connor Bush, but let's say he just kind of nudged him a little bit there, and that's his 2nd foul. But like you said, Randy, still a couple to give.
Inbound's got to come up top of the key. Lund will swing this around to the right side. Gets it back. A little 2-man game going on here. Salamone. Runner's going to be no good. Rebound is out of bounds to the Jackets.
Wow, that was Zeke Bradwell kind of, you see on the replay here, crashing the board. A lot of contact there. Zeke looked like he kind of helped him out of bounds.
Yeah,
it's a nice way to put it.
Zeke and Cameron McEvans.
They were locked, that's for sure.
Jackets with it again. 8 minutes to play. Stone. Donovan, 3, ties it up.
That's a confident shot by Donovan Stone right there. Now let's see if that propels the defense on.
Lawrence Tech trying to answer. That one is going to hit off the top of the backboard. Going to hit the support beam with it as well. So it'll go over to Defiance. As Davin Walker's going to check into the lineup again. Looks like Luka Uzelac back in as well.
Jackets tie it up. Now looking to take their first lead of 2nd half, I believe, right?
Stone off the screen. Donovan make it 2 for 2. He does!
It's time for Defiance College's run. We'll see how big of a run it is or if Lawrence Tech has an answer.
Student section now fired up on that one. Luka inside. He's going to travel.
Yep, it looked like he was trying for a Euro step right there, but instead the officials get the travel. He looked like because he was faced with the defender as soon as he turned around, he had to adjust course a little bit, and I think that's what forced the travel.
So Giannis Yanotsis back into the lineup now for the Blue Devils. Defiance up 3, a couple of ball fakes. There's one knocked back into the hands of Jalen Brown. 15 to shoot, 7 minutes to play.
Definitely have to be intentional with your passes from this point forward.
Connor Bush able to drive to the basket, lays it up and in.
That is toughness right there by Connor Bush.
Bush, the junior transfer from Lansing Community College and the native Michigander. Has really found a new role here the 2nd half of the season. A guy they counted on for points early on. Now Bush trying to get a stop on defense. Yanoltsis with the left, able to get around him and score.
Good timeout there also by Lawrence Tech. Jackets were on a nice run. They get an answer basket, and then before the Jackets can respond right away, you try to calm everything down. So that's a good timeout by Lawrence Tech.
Yeah, they're going to take a quick 30-second timeout here. It gives them one for the balance of this one. Still has 8:24 to play. And what is now a very competitive basketball game. 67-64. Yellow Jackets trying to open some eyes. We saw them do this earlier. Remember, they, here at home, defeated UNOH early part of the season. The Racers are well inside the top half of the WAC as well. So 6-4 for UNOH, and one of those four came against this Defiance team. Jackets trying to do the same thing here. Again, you've got Cleary at 2-6, Defiance, Concordia, Siena Heights, all at 2-7.
Yep. It's a must.
Trying to fight for that 10th spot. Why is 10th of the WAC important? Well, it gets you a spot. You'll have to get a road game at the 7 seed, but it gets you into the WAC tournament coming up here at the end of February. Jackets still have a home contest coming up with Siena Heights.
That went off Zeke's foot on the dribble.
And goalie entering for.
And I believe their win at Concordia, the only time they'll see them again this year. And the game at Cleary, also the only one. So, any extra win is a big win. That would be the one here if the Jackets can hold on for the final 6 minutes. Big three-pointer to tie. That one's going to hit off the front of the iron, out of bounds. Last touch by the Jackets.
Yeah, I think that when you look at, the difference between these two teams conference-wise, Jackets starting to close the gap a little bit in the WAC as they gain more experience with their opponents. Home court is going to start meaning more for Defiance College as they continue to build confidence.
So dribble handoff for three. That one is good for Cameron McEvans.
Good shot by McEvans right there. Good confident shot. Not a lot of arc in that one, so that's a must basket for the Blue Devils.
Ties us up 67-all here with 5:20 to play. Here's Zeke trying to work his way to the basket. Gets the kick out. Here's Jury for three. That one off the mark. Zeke's going to save it, but unfortunately it's going to go to a Lawrence Tech player.
5-on-4 for a split second, but Zeke hustles back.
Now the drive, the give is lost out of bounds. And the Jackets get it back.
Off of Uzelak right there, trying to feed him inside as Jackets bring in a sub. Zeke takes a seat. So missed opportunity there for the Blue Devils.
Carter Sudoff returns, so the freshman from Spencerville, who I know always has a good amount of friends and family, if not here, watching us on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. Sudoff trying to get the basketball, calls for it, gets it at that low block left side, pivots around. That one's going to be a little short. Ball nearly tipped in, and now a little contact on the rebound. An official pointing the other way. I believe we're going to have a Defiance foul here.
I think Jury might have got him on the rebound right there. Skying up for the rebound. Kind of caught him in the abdomen, knocked him down.
And so the officials are going to use this. Take a timeout. 4:38 to play in a tie game. Why don't we take a timeout as well, the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
My name is Mark Miller. This is my good friend Tom Hill. Both Tom and I are graduates of Defiance College, and we were both athletes at Defiance College.
And I played baseball and basketball here at DC. Mark played football and baseball here. Now, here we are 35, 40 years later. We both serve on the alumni varsity board here at Defiance College.
ABD, as we call it, raises money for Defiance College athletics. We have raised funds for many projects, such as $100,000 to the George Smart Center,
$45,000 to the weight room in the Smart Center,
$10,000 to the new basketball floor,
new scoreboards at both the baseball and softball fields.
If you're a Defiance College alumni athlete, please support ABD. Visit defianceathletics.com/alumni/ABD to join.
We appreciate all who have given in the past, but we are looking for new members. Please keep in mind that someone supported you as an athlete at DC. Now it is our turn.
AVD also sponsors a yearly golf outing to get old friends back together and raise funds for our projects. So get your foursome together and come on out.
I think we've done the varsity deep. 67 all, Defiance and Lawrence Tech. Making sure I had everything taken care of for the sponsor reads.
Got to tidy up.
That's right. 4:35 left to play. Looks like everyone is okay as Luka Uzelak banged up, going for the rebound. Looks like coach is trying to stretch him out during that timeout off his screen. Quick trigger three. That's going to be no good. And a nice rebound grabbed by Jalen Brown.
It won't show up in the stat sheet, Randy, but the cuts that Lawrence Tech was able to make so many baskets on early, Jackets have responded on defense and taken that play away.
Brown comes out to the wing. Now Jury, top of the key. That was going for him or for Donovan Stone. Back to Brown. Brown off the angle to the basket, scores. Jalen Brown got a little close and personal. A couple of Defiance cheerleaders as he slipped and fell on the baseline, but he's able to get back up. Now it is Lawrence Tech trying to answer. One just rolls off the rim. Tough break for Salamone. Fighting for the rebound. Salamone's going to be out of bounds. And this one's going to be Defiance College basketball.
Salamone, though, good hustle to try to keep that play alive, that possession alive. You got to appreciate that as a basketball fan, just not quitting on that possession. Great job.
So it looks like the Blue Devils were going to apply a little bit of pressure, but they're going to elect. Now they back out, and they're going to pick up Defiance in the man-to-man in the half court.
Playing a little smaller lineup, too.
Sudoff, top of the key. His pass is deflected. He wanted to get it to Connor Bush. Bush trying to get it back is going to commit the foul. He's going to bump into a Lawrence Tech player. That's going to be his team seventh. Obviously, he's not playing with 7 fouls.
You're right. Not even in the NBA.
No. So it's going to be the 1-and-1. So Luka Uzelak will go to the line here with 3:16 to play. That is the third foul, however, on Connor. As Luka will miss the front end of the 1-and-1. Ball's out of bounds. Jackets have it.
Boy, they are letting them play. That was an intense battle for the loose ball right there. Dolney sold out for that one, but no call, so just out of bounds to Defiance.
Connor Bush headed over to his bench. Thought maybe he was trying to tell Coach Gibson that he wouldn't mind a little breather. I think he wants to be out here on the floor in crunch time. There's Brown, handoff, pull-up jumper, buries it. Beautiful.
By Jalen Brown.
Jalen Brown now up to 12. The Jackets lead this one by 2 possessions. And that is huge with 2:45 to play. One had to be flipped up top of the keys. Lund had to come back, find the basketball from Salamone. Salamone from deep. That one's going to be no good, but an offensive rebound. Here's Lund. Lund lost the handle. Connor Bush is going to have it, and he's going to call timeout and save the possession for Defiance.
And he had a split second to decide when he dove for that loose ball how much room he had before he went out of bounds. He was able to call that timeout before the shoulder slid out. Such a great play.
Huge play, 71-67. Still trying to give away some money here. So the one thing they did say is the students had to be present to win, and they're having some trouble finding some winners. So I don't know. Maybe we got a shot at the end of the night.
Only 52 in the deck.
That's right.
So I mean, just keep pulling. You'll find one winner.
And it looks like we do have one making his way over to the scorer's table. So a young man is going to win himself some sort of prize. But everyone in purple and gold is going to win a big prize if the Jackets are able to hang on to this one. $71-67. Looks like another winner making his way down. This ball was deflected, so Defiance was able to get into the backcourt, come up with it. Here's Connor Bush. Connor spins. Connor Lost the handle. Connor gets it back. Connor puts it in.
How did he end up with that basketball?
Looks like he lost it. Was he in a seated position at one time? Saved it. I don't know what he did. There was a mass of bodies underneath there, but it's a big basket. Three-pointer in the other end. No good for Salamone as the ball's out of bounds. And it looks like the Jackets are going to get this one back with 1:50 to play.
Wow, the bounces are, we talked about this earlier, Randy, how much different things would be if you look game by game if just a few bounces go the Jackets' way, and the bounces are, at least for now, starting to go their way a little bit.
Mentioned this in our pregame. Defiance led Cleary by 3 at the half, 4 with 1:10 to play, and lost a heartbreaker their last time out in conference play. Bush fighting for the rebound is going to commit the foul. That's going to be his 4th, and it's going to allow Lawrence Tech to shoot the one. No, they're going to call that on Sudoff. That's going to be Sudoff's 4th. Either way, Lawrence Tech shooting the 1-and-1 here with 1:32 to play. And it looks like it's going to be Luka Uzelak who will do the free throw shooting.
Uzelak only a 40% free throw shooter coming in.
Missed his last 1-and-1. Offensive rebound, but here's a steal. Brown lost the handle on the way up. Tip doesn't go. And now a foul here with 1:23 to go. Just dribbling through traffic.
So 10 seconds elapse, and Lawrence Tech ends up right where the whole thing started, back at the free throw line. Jackets had a golden opportunity to make that a 3-possession game.
So here's Cameron McEvans now, the final 1-and-1 for Lawrence Tech. This is the 9th team foul on the Jackets. McEvans will knock down his first free throw as it rattles through.
McEvans, 100% free throw shooter coming into tonight's game, but had only attempted 4 free throws coming into tonight's game, so still a little bit of pressure.
I don't know if there's any bigger than the ones he's taken now, but he'll bury both of them. Makes it a 4-point lead for the Jackets.
Jackets need an answer here to keep this 2-possession. 6-point lead is what you want.
Donovan Stone able to come across the timeline. Donovan will find Jalen Brown. Looks like Christian Burton, Evan Engstman getting close to the coaches. The front of the bench to be called on a moment's notice. Here's Sudoff. Carter wanted to set a screen. Ball is poked away, and Lawrence Tech comes up with a steal.
Boy, did they miss an opportunity to get a transition pass out, too.
Salamone, top of the key. 3 ball, no good. Rebound was misjudged. Lund jumped too early, and now foul with 44.9 to play.
I don't know that they needed a foul yet.
Lawrence Tech trying to steal possession somewhere. They're going to need a second one. So here's Jalen Brown at the line. He will shoot the 1-and-1.
Now it's basically a free throw shooting contest for the Jackets. Knock them down, you probably come out of here with a W.
First attempt for Brown. Can't get it to go. Connor Bush tried to put it back up and in, hit the bottom side of the rim. So the Blue Devils go quickly. 3's no good. Rebound grab by Jury. Jury's going to need some help. Brown lost the handle. He's triple teamed. Brown still with it, and a timeout is going to be called with 26.9 to play.
Yeah, I don't know. Down 4, Lawrence Tech really is not. 3-point shooting has not been their game tonight. So I'm surprised that they're going so quickly to the 3 instead of doing what really has been their strength, and that's attacking the paint.
26.9 seconds to play, 22 on the shot clock, as it looks like Evan Engstman is going to check in for the Jackets. So Lawrence Tech will have to do something here because Defiance can, in theory, run this down to about 5 seconds.
A blue card, 6 of clubs.
I'd have to think Lawrence Tech, your pressure, maybe go for the steal on the inbound. Then I think you have to foul right away, right?
Yeah. You're not going to allow the Jackets to run this down. Coach Josh Gibson has something drawn up for his guys. Now the officials at that horn telling them they're ready to come back out.
(73-69). Jackets lead, looking for the home split tonight against Lawrence Tech. Been a couple of really good ball games on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network tonight.
Don't forget, we're with you Saturday's top team in the conference. Indiana Tech will be in town. There's a turnover and score, and the one thing you didn't want to do if you're the Yellow Jackets. Started with a bad pass off the inbound, and Lawrence Tech is going to have a huge opportunity here.
Now a chance to cut it to 1. Now Lawrence Tech.
So Lundell hit the free throw. Shot clock again turned off. Do get the baseline and the quick foul there with 21.9 to play.
And you have the luxury with that 1-point lead. Again, if you can cash in on your free throws, keep it at 3 and force Lawrence Tech to shoot a 3 to tie when a 3 is not really their strength. If I'm Lawrence Tech, I'm trying to extend this game as much as possible. I'm attacking the paint instead of shooting threes.
So the foul is the second on Salamone. It's the 10th team foul. So Jalen Brown will be at the line shooting 2. It's his first one, no good. He's going to get one more, and this is going to be a big one.
Now Lawrence Tech, even on a make, doesn't have to settle for a 3.
Sudoff is going to come in for Angstman. As Christian Burton is going to get into the line as well with, looks like Connor Bush. Second one off the heel of the iron. And now chance for Lawrence Tech. Top of the key, here's McEvans. McEvans to the basket. McEvans can't hit it. Donovan Stone the miss. Stone gets it ahead. The foul's going to be called as he got the pass to Bush. But we're going to get free throws with 7.6 seconds to go.
Now you wonder, I mean, I know they won't call it, but I know you're making a play on the ball, but that looks like an intentional foul to me. I know it's a 2-shot foul, and in the end, you knock down these free throws, it probably doesn't matter anyway, but that almost looked like an intentional foul.
So here's Donovan Stone with 7.6 seconds to play. First one, no good.
3 straight missed free throws for the Jackets, chance to seal the game. Keeping Lawrence Tech in it.
So they're going to reshuffle the lead.
Yeah, it's basically like calling a timeout. You see teams do that all the time where they'll huddle up in between shots.
Yeah, they're matchups they wanted, get guys inside. Let's see what this second free throw will bring. Second one on the way. This one off the heel of the iron. Another chance here for Lawrence Tech. Here's McEvans. McEvans to the corner. 3-ball on the way. No good. And the Yellow Jackets are going to hang on, and they're going to score the 73-72 win over Lawrence Tech.
What a game.
Looked like the student section was ready to head onto the floor. Oh, what a game. Now we are going to see, the old rope making its appearance. And a big win, especially after the tough way they lost last time out. Jackets come back and score a 73-72 win over Lawrence Tech. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll run through some final numbers here. See if Coach Gibson comes up or not. Don't know. We'll find out here on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
At Mercy Health, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. So these days, it's not just about how we care for you, it's where. Because whether at our place or yours, or wherever your day takes you, we'll be there with compassionate, personalized care. No matter how the world changes, your health will always be our top priority. Mercy Health, primary care for the universe of you. Visit mercy.com to find a doctor near you.
Defiance College offers a quality education in a setting where you can succeed. Small classes, personal attention, and best of all, an affordable private college experience. For more information about how you can defy the ordinary, visit defiance.edu.
Discover, engage, formulate, initiate, defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Defy, with a unique 4-year focus on career readiness, experiential learning, and 95% plus career placement. Want to serve? 100% of entering students defy the ordinary by engaging in community service with nationally recognized community-based research and service programs. Undergraduate studies you love with personalized experience you want. Defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Apply to defy.
73-72, the Yellow Jackets of Defiance have now put together 3 wins in their last 4 outings with that loss. Again, we mentioned it, that tough one to Cleary on the road after this holiday break. But a big win for the Yellow Jackets, trying again to fight to find their way inside the WAC tournament. And a big one tonight as they knocked off Lawrence Tech, who came in number 2 in the WAC. 73-72 as we take a look at some of the final numbers on this one.
I got a lot of respect for Lawrence Tech. Very tough ball club, but what can you say about the toughness of the Yellow Jackets tonight? You know, the energy that having the students back on campus, the crowd brought tonight. It was a really good atmosphere. Like we said earlier, Randy, home court has to mean something. And it did tonight, and the Jackets were able to withstand a late flurry despite missing some key free throws that really could have put the game away. You know, it was like we said, the last team that has the ball, and you and I were watching, that 3 looked good.
Yeah, look from the corner, that looked dangerous. So Defiance is going to improve to 6-10, go to 3-7 in the WAC as we wrap this one up as we try to see if we can take a look at some of the final stats on this one real quick. As you see the final numbers there. So both teams shoot the ball pretty solidly. Lawrence Tech 46% from the floor, 48% for Defiance. Jackets 9-21 from behind the arc. Free throw numbers went down, but a big thing, just 11 turnovers tonight for a Defiance team that came in averaging about 15 a game. Rebounds end up in favor of Lawrence Tech there, 36-31. But some of the other numbers going in favor of the Jackets. How about that bottom line? 0 fast break points tonight.
Yeah, I think the number that interests me the most, despite the loss by Lawrence Tech, we talked about kind of their bread and butter on offense. That's the cutting nature of their offense, screen and roll or a cutter. And the Jackets in the first half and a good portion of the second half, I'd say probably the first 7 to 8 minutes of the second half. So a good chunk of the game, those cuts towards the basket were not very well defended. Something switched.
Something was said at halftime.
Yeah, something I think was said. The awareness increased, the defensive intensity increased, and the recognition increased. And there really weren't any cut baskets from that point forward. So Lawrence Tech had to do an about-face, kind of change their offensive philosophy, started shooting more threes, which really, again, 5 of 22 on the night. It's not really a necessary strength of theirs. The inside game was, as you can see, by points in the paint. So a good job by the Jackets defense, a good job of coaching, I think, tonight by Coach Gibson and his staff to kind of make them aware at halftime of the cuts and how much damage that was doing to them on the defensive side. They took that away, and really that was what changed the tide and the outcome of the game.
Hey, take a look at some of the individual numbers on this one quickly. For Defiance, Evan Anksman ends up leading the Jackets in scoring tonight with 15. 1 of 4 players to end up with double figures. Connor Bush, again, that new role off the bench seemed to work well for him. He, along with Christian Burton, both add 13. Jalen Brown chipped in 12. Donovan Stone, a couple of big three-pointers as he finished with 6. Carter Sudoff with 6 points as he battled foul trouble. And you see the big guys for Lawrence Tech, guys that we thought would do some damage. Blake Lund with 20. Jimmy Salamone ends up with 16. McEvans 14 again. Had that drive and kick 7 seconds to go. It looked like it was going to save the day for Lawrence Tech, but that 3 rims out, and Defiance ends up getting a big win at home.
Yeah, it was everything you could ask for in a college basketball game. Great atmosphere, fantastic finish. Both teams looked like they had it. Both teams looked like they lost it. And ultimately, the Jackets hang on for a thrilling 1-point victory.
So 73-72, our final. Defiance ends up getting the win over Lawrence Tech. We want to thank everyone making our night possible here on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. Want to thank Eric Herman for the work he does. Want to thank Sam for everything she did on the camera. And, of course, Garrett and Tiffany and the great staff here at Defiance taking care of us each and every time we visit the Wiener Center. So it's a 1-point win for the men. They score a 73-72 win. We're back with you on Saturday. Indiana Tech right back here in Defiance, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And then we'll get a little break before Siena Heights as we're down to the stretch run.
The Final Four.
Yep, the conference play here. So we're back with you Saturday afternoon for a doubleheader as the Jackets make it 3 wins in their last 4 outings with a win tonight. So for Jim Bellamy and our entire crew, I'm Randy Roberts. Thanks for watching the Yellow Jackets.